He who is cruel to animals becomes hard also in his dealings with men. We can judge the heart of a man by his treatment of animals. If man makes himself a worm, he must not complain when he is trodden on. To be is to do. Live your life as though your every act were to become a universal law. All our knowledge begins with the senses, proceeds then to the understanding, and ends with reason. There is nothing higher than reason. Experience without theory is blind, but theory without experience is mere intellectual play. In law, a man is guilty when he violates the rights of others. In ethics, he is guilty if he only thinks of doing so. Two things awe me most, the starry sky above me and the moral law within me. Science is organized knowledge. Wisdom is organized life. Morality is not the doctrine of how we may make ourselves happy, but how we may make ourselves worthy of happiness. Thoughts without content are empty, intuitions without concepts are blind. I had to deny knowledge in order to make room for faith. All our knowledge begins with the senses, proceeds then to the understanding, and ends with reason. There is nothing higher than reason. Our age is the age of criticism, to which everything must submit. Religion through its holiness and legislation through its majesty commonly seek to exempt themselves from it. Have patience a while, slanders are not long-lived. Truth is the child of time, ere long she shall appear to vindicate thee. So act that your principle of action might safely be made a law for the whole world. Live your life as though your every act were to become a universal law. Two things fill the mind with ever new and increasing wonder, and all the starry heavens above me, and the moral law within me. It is beyond a doubt that all our knowledge that begins with experience. The only objects of practical reason are therefore those of good and evil. Nothing is divine but what is agreeable to reason. The categorical imperative would be that which represented an action as objectively necessary of itself, without reference to another end. The death of dogma is the birth of morality. Man must be disciplined, for he is by nature raw and wild. All the interests of my reason, speculative as well as practical, combine in the three following questions. 1. What can I know? 2. What ought I to do? 3. What may I hope? Act in such a way that you treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of any other, never merely as a means to an end, but always at the same time as an end. Have courage to use your own reason. That is the motto of enlightenment. Enlightenment is man's release from his self-incurred tutelage. Tutelage is man's inability to make use of his understanding without direction from another. Beneficence is a duty, and he who frequently practices it, and sees his benevolent intentions realized comes, at length, really to love him to whom he has done good. Religion is the recognition of all our duties as divine commands. An action, to have moral worth, must be done from duty. For peace to reign on earth, humans must evolve into new beings who have learned to see the whole first. Out of timber so crooked as that from which man is made, nothing entirely straight can be carved. We are not rich by what we possess, but by what we can do without.